All right, here we go, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Robert Stevens, Bob Stevens. Tonight is essential, and we'll see how this flows. My goal is to deliver some ideas on effective prayer, decree, affirmation, imagination. Just keep it real succinct. Obviously, this is an important time for all of us. Yes, and by the way, I'm watching my little thing just to make sure you can all hear me. I've been noticing anyway. Just if somebody will say, "I hear you," that'd be great. Type it in. I appreciate it. So, having been involved in,
Hear you.
oh yeah, and again, if you can all keep yourself mic'd or muted, that'd be great. Awesome, thank you. So I've been involved. I'm going to be 71 years young in 2 days. And I've been on the page of health and awareness and all that kind of stuff. And what we're facing right now, what we're in the middle of is, in my view, first, not fun. Second of all, oh my gosh, for just so many, including my own family, etc. And somewhere in the middle of it, there is, inside of every problem is a solution. I'll say it again, inside of every problem is a solution. And so what I'm choosing to bring online tonight is some ideas and concepts to make where we are simple. So each person walks around clear, confident, capable, assured of your health, your wealth, your happiness, your well-being, all that kind of stuff. So if you're on visual right now, I'm going to start bringing some visuals up, typed up stuff. So I've heard in many of these last few days people say something to the effect that they are only one person. What can one person do? Well, one person with God, whatever that name you use, is a majority. I'm going to say it again. Please, everyone, vote victory, see perfection. Hopefully you've all been with me before. My particular approach, you do yours. Mine is, first, I vote my own victory, and what I say is I am, and if you follow along, if you can do this, if you choose to, I am my own permanent victory in the light. If you can say that and give those words to yourself, I am my own permanent victory in the light. And really, with all your being, feel the meaning in each word. And then let's vote each other's victory. I am our permanent victory in the light. And then please vote our entire world, Earth, and all living in, through, and around her, our Mother Earth. I am our beloved planet's permanent victory in the light. So the illusion, thank you, everybody. And if I was in a conversation, to me, I feel what we're doing here. I feel the charge, and everyone just really in your own way, charge yourself. And I'm seeing many of you come on who I know and love. So I love you all. And some people I know and love. So again, the illusion, that which is not I am that I am, would love to have us all believe, which means be alive in, something less than our full perfection. And I'm just simply saying no. And I recommend anything that you don't like, just say no. You don't have to go against it in the sense of resistance. Scripture, not religion, Scripture says resist not evil. It's important to understand if what we resist, we put our attention on. It says resist not evil. It says resist the adversary and he will flee from thee. You can just, put your hand up and say, nope, get out of here. Well, let's do the same, but let's also let's also put our attention on what we choose. So that's what tonight is about. My goal is to have what we do be very succinct in helping everyone remember our victorious life and moment to moment to moment be in charge of what we're emanating, what we're attracting, what we're magnetizing, what we're broadcasting. So a couple rules of the game that I've learned, and again, if you've got the visuals, I'm going along here. 2 or more who are gathered in my name, and I am there among them. And it's a little, I screwed up the writing, but 2 or more are gathered in my name, and I am that I am there among them. So right now, I'm together with you in the I am that I am, and all the other ways that we are. But I'm going to keep it as universal as possible. So right now, by the very fact that we're gathered together in the name of God, in the name of I am that I am, whatever you use, but it's still in the name of God, Creator, our highest self. Our Creator is right here with us. Our full, benevolent, all-powerful, grace delivering being that created the universe that we live in and that built our bodies is right here with us. So feel the charge of, all right, in other words, if I am emanating, and the next one I'm going to give you is if God is for me, and God definitely is for you, for me. If God is for me, these are scriptural, not religion. If God is for me, who could be against me? God is for me. God is me. God is through me. God is to me. To really, really create an invincible charge of light. And the next one I'm going to share is all things are possible with God. So if you begin to put these things together, what begins to happen, in my experience, way more than my view, and both, as I begin to emanate or radiate or shine like the noonday sun. And the shining is what this is all about. All things have a purpose under heaven. All things have a purpose under heaven. So with this, with our experience right now going on the planet, God's got a plan right inside of this, and it's not to punish, it is to awaken. So all things are possible with God. All things, everything you can imagine is possible, including an instantaneous resurrection of humanity into health and happiness and abundance and prosperity. And I'm going to say it for now, right living, loving living, and where our children, our elderly, everyone, every nation is being blessed, is walking in faith and love. And you're the ones tonight. We have 39 on tonight, and we have 100 and some, 50, 60 signed up for this tonight. I'm going to share it all over the place. Next thing that scripture says, not religion. I'm not doing it that way. It says, decree a thing and it shall be established unto you. That's a lot of what tonight is about. And having shared for decades, decree a thing. And I finally one day woke up that I must decree or pray, claim, affirm something so specific it exists as a thing. So when I finally saw the word decree a thing, then tonight is all about being the voice of the oracle of our Creator in manifestation. And being so specific, the angels of the air bring about what we say. Everyone vote victory again. See perfection. Remember, what I'm sharing with you is already in you as you. If it's true, it's in you as you. This is a remembering versus really a learning. No, it's a remembering. If it's true, it's in you. So decree a thing. Whatever you do, decree. And as I get into this, I'm going to help you, in my view, find a way to make our subconscious, our feeling world, accept what we're saying. That's the point. Next one, let the weak man say, I am strong. This is the totality of reversal. So right now, our world is asking us to be immune. That's one thing. It's asking us to love, to take care of each other, to support each other, to see perfection, to forgive everything, to replace everything with health and perfection and harmony and love, to completely replace fear with love. Perfect love casteth out all fear. Perfect love casteth out, transforms, I believe. Perfect love. Well, that's divine love. Only divine love's big enough to do that. Well, go get some. Go get it by calling it forth, by just loving life, loving your Creator, loving God, loving all the names you use for your God. Love light. Love light with your entire being. Just love light. Yo, light, I love you. I am you. I am light. And you stay with this and really speak in such a way as every cell in your body hears you. So let the weak man say, I am strong. And by your words you shall be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. So let's just talk, not against anything, just be very careful what you listen to. Be very careful what you listen to. And I don't want to get into the details of what not to listen to, because that's talking about what not. So listen to only that which is what you choose. If you hear something and it's not what you choose, you heard it, just say, no, and replace it. No, replace it. Don't go against, don't resist it, just replace it. Let the weak man say, I am strong. I am healthy. I'm eternally healthy. I'm invincibly healthy. Only health touches me. Next one, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Wow. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Life and death. So I am life. I choose life. Choose ye this day whom you shall serve. I choose life. I choose life. I am life. I am life. I am life forever. I am the resurrection and the life of my health. I am the resurrection and the life of my health. I am the resurrection and the life, L-I-F-E, of my health. These words worked for somebody who walked the planet, and I believe many. And the word becomes flesh. So right now, do you all realize that we are asking ourselves through this situation, because it's not being done to us, we are asking ourselves to increase and upgrade massively, quantumly, to our full faith and our full grace. Our full faith and our full grace. Our full faith. No, this is the only thing that's going to work. You might as well have it now, right now, tonight, right this second. So designing a prayer, which is really why I put this together, designing a prayer or decree, and they're the same, but a prayer is not please God give me. That's not a prayer. That's called a supplication or a beg or a request. A prayer, when you pray, ask, for, which means call, demand. When you pray, ask, believing ye receive and ye receive. And the word believe means to be alive in having already received and you received. So when you pray, ask, believe, be alive in, walk in, claim, and walk from already having received your prayer. So in designing a prayer and or decree to be and remain healthy, which is obviously up, and secure simply requires we do something. And one is we believe what we say. It's so much easier to understand what the word believe means. It means be alive in. So if there's a thing that I read from the Am Discourses, which I use a lot now, it's major, major stuff. It says, if I am aware of a force, and I'm going to say it for me now, if I am aware of a force in opposition to God, I cannot know God. And after decades, it was after the truth. I got to find the truth about something going on in my world. And I found it. It was something I've been reading for decades. And anyway, if I am aware of a force in opposition to my health, I cannot have my health. You all get that? So remember, become a unifocus, be completely focused on one thing: love, light, health, your God, your way. So if I'm aware of a force in opposition to my supply, no. So this is where, no false gods before God. Everybody clear. Don't split your consciousness. Keep it single focused. So first, how do we believe what we say? One is we feel the meaning in each word deeply enough. And when we do, we have instantaneous manifestation. We feel the me, our me self, which is our subconscious. Me, myself, and I. Me is my subconscious. Myself, my conscious mind. I is my great I am. The Trinity. So when we can feel the meaning in each word deeply enough, we have instantaneous manifestation. That's what tonight is about. And I'm choosing to have the 150 some of us on or listening to this one way or the other and ignite this across the globe, our globe, by feeling the meaning in each word deeply enough. And two or more are gathered, and I am there among them. And if God is for me, if God is alive in me, if I be my alive God self in me, that's all there is. That's my God wins. My love wins. So to believe what we say, believe means, again, to be alive in. Believing what we say means we accept what we say as true. Got it? We believe it. We be alive in it. And we be alive in the fact of the reality of what we say. So if I am asking my God for health, my health, the more personal you make it, the more specific you make it, the more instantaneous the manifestation, the more you feel it. So say, if I go, "Dear God, please bless myself and my family with health," that's not yet a full prayer. That's a request. The way to make it a full prayer is say, "Thank you." Please and thank you is a prayer. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my family's health. Thank you for making us invincible, and invisible, and invulnerable to everything other than thee. I am only light touching my family and myself. Only health touches me. And again, what I recommend is you find a phrase that you like, that you feel is the home run, and you say it until you become it. Yes, you be alive in it. You actually be the words spoken. If you're going to have a thing, you have to be the thing. So believing what we say means we accept what we say as true. It's a fact. And what we be alive in, and we be alive in the fact. Like, what's your name? My name is Bob. There's no efforting. No, Bob. And the same is going to be true in your invincible nature, your all-powerful, magnetic nature, to only your creator in your world, your family, your friends, your community, everywhere present. You become the resurrection and the life of our planet in you as you. Next one. One way to be victorious in our prayers and decrees is to walk. I walk by faith, not by sight. Walk in having our decree and prayer already exist. That's where thank you, and then walk from your prayer. Now that I'm healthy, now that my family's permanently healthy and I'm permanently healthy, what's new and different for me is we walk from there. We imagine from there. We treat everything in the appreciation and the supplication and the reverie of already being victorious. Now, another one of the really important pieces of the puzzle here for me is to keep our words and thoughts and imaginations very, very simple. Our subconscious, our feeling world, our me self, where we're going to feel the meaning in each word deeply enough. Our me self is like a 3-year-old. Me hungry, daddy. Me, daddy, that kind of stuff. So your me self, your feeling world right now is the one that talks to God. So does mine. And our God speaks through our feeling and our intuition to us. And fear just throws out, it casts out faith. So perfect love transforms fear into trust. And the size of the fear is the size of the trust returning. What? The size of our global pandemic? No, it's a global resurrection of faith and trust. You see through the veil. Our greatest weakness shall be our greatest strength. Everybody, please get this and be this. Don't just want it, just what Bob says. No, it's not the way it works. You go be this. And me too. I'm doing my version. Let's all do our version, independent of whether we all agree or not. You are one. You're one with God as a majority. One with your God in you as you is a majority. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall, ask, seek, and knock. Got it? Ask, verbal request. Seek is the mental attitude. Physical action is knock. We're doing all three tonight. So let's keep, number one, really get that all we have to do is say something till every cell in our body feels the meaning and it's already manifest. So keep our words and thoughts and imagination simple, and our subconscious mind is like a 3-year-old. By keeping our prayers and decrees simple, deliverable, and easily understandable, we can help ourselves be alive in our statements of faith. This is so important. So the next step, and again, this is why I'm doing this tonight, is to invite each of you to find your own very simple phrase that is your answered prayer and live it with every breath. Live it. Don't want it. Live it. Live from it. Imagine from it. Fact it. Be it. Broadcast it. Amplify it. Trust it. So, I mean, some people are advanced at decreeing. When I first started, if they were too long, it wasn't easy for me. It was, I mean, anyway, so I would go find the ones that I could snap like a whip. So in that sense, for especially where we are now, keep everything really simple. Your whole being can just jump into this thing. So keep your decrees to as few words as possible. And your heart will know. Your heart absolutely knows. So make sure you create, when you make a statement, prayer, decree, affirmation, agreement, make sure you create the picture of what you desire in your decree and prayer. So in other words, you know, like if you went to a restaurant and you ordered kind of a vague meal, they would go, what exactly do you choose, sir or ma'am? Got it? So the same as with the universe, the same with the angels of the air. It says the angels of the air are bound and unable to do our bidding, or freed, it says loose to do our bidding by our words alone. And we have enough right here to completely resurrect the planet. We have enough right here to completely, why? Because God is with us. Two or more are gathered. Please get that. Wear that as a mantle, please. Wear your anointed self as a mantle, as an energetic mantle on your being. So as you make a decree, and you'll find yours, I'm going to give you some ideas, but you'll find yours. And when it clicks, your whole body lights up. And then usually what happens is the intellect would like to add a bunch. It can add a bunch, but I recommend you get to that one thing and you be that. You walk it, you live it, especially now. Morning, noon, and night. And for me now, I'm doing them in my sleep. I've been for years. So make sure you create the picture of what you desire in your decree. Make sure it builds for you something so exact you shine it. You can see it automatically in you and in the let's say the faces of your family, your loved ones, and the reports on the news everywhere. It just somehow it's so clean, it ignites and resurrects everything into a state of being where everyone is secure, healthy, free, honored, respected, and each person they had something to do with it by walking in faith of their creator, whatever name they give. Next one is, whenever there's something up at, this is across the board, and especially now, never attempt to go one-to-one with the issue. Always hit a home run. Always go 1,000 times stronger than whatever the issue is. Not 1-to-1, not 10 times, no, 1,000 times. God is the zeros, you're the one. So 1, 0, 0, 0. So 3 times of God to your decree. So always hit a home run, and I'm going to go deeper on that. Make a statement where it should say, is only your complete success as a possibility. You make a statement, and I'll give you some examples in a minute, but you just find something that's a fact. That's just a fact that you mean, but you want to mean it. No, you mean it. You feel the meaning in each word so deep. It's just like if somebody were, let's say an animal, same kind of deal. Let's say an animal was doing something and you walked up, to your kids, like, you would do whatever it took. Every one of us would do whatever it took to tell that wild animal or dog that's weird, no. You would take authority. You would do whatever it took. That's the same thing we get to do here. We have to mean what we say. And as soon as we mean what we say, the universe listens and is obedient. So make a statement where there is, it should say is, hold on. Where there, look at that, is only your complete success as a possibility. And then bring the name of your creator into every prayer. That's how you hit home run. Your name, your creator. Clear? My name, my creator. Everybody got that? And it has to be real for you. No waffling on this. I mean, I've worked with so many people and I say, well, what's your name for God? And it's so important. So very, very, very important to bring your creator into it. It might be Mother Nature. It might be Aunt Martha. It might be God. It might be Christ. It might be Buddha, Jesus. It's whatever it is. Archangel Michael. Kuan Yin. Could be what it is. I'm not suggesting any of these are right or wrong. It's there. You got something that will be the one that is so powerful for you that it beyond your own personality. That's the point. So bring the name of your creator into every prayer and make it senior, sovereign, all powerful. So I'm giving you some of my items, ideas, concepts. So I am, if I say I am healthy, that's awesome, because I am is I is God, am is action. But I've also said I am statements that aren't necessarily all that great. So if I say I am God healthy, whenever I work with people in coaching and they might say a statement and I can use the word God with them or whatever their word is, it could be I am divine love healthy, whatever the word is, and it's got to be real. So please get that. I'm just giving you examples. So I am God healthy. Feel the difference between I am healthy and I am God healthy. There's no middle ground on that. I am God healthy. I am God healthy. I am God healthy. And again, you say the statement until you feel the meaning, whatever the statement is, till you feel the meaning completely, deeply enough. And as you do, the universe is obedient to your statement. It becomes manifest. I am God healthy. Next one, I am God supplied. That's another one of the things that's up right now. So I am God supplied. I'm supplied by miracles. I'm divinely supplied. I'm God supplied. I'm always God supplied. See, I'm always God healthy. Really powerful upgrade. I am always God supplied. I'm always God supplied ahead of time. It may not start out great. You might go, yeah, right, well, sure. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Mean it. Mean it. Say it again. Say it 500,000 times. Say it and no matter what, you will win this. Decree a thing and it shall be established unto you. By your words you shall be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. A man or woman, scripture, who offendeth not in word, the same as a perfect person, and able to bridle the whole body. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. Because the moment we say it, it happened. And the Word becomes flesh. I am God supplied. I'm God healthy. I am always God healthy. I am always God supplied. Next one. I am that I am. That's, bringing little I am into the great I am. I am that I am victorious health. I am that I am permanent victorious health. I am that I am always victorious health. I am that I am igniting victorious health. These are ideas, and you stay with it. You stay with it. Make sure you always have your immediate hammer, so to speak, in any situation. Something, signal, anything, you just go right back to it. Only God touches me. Only God is another really powerful one. You send this before you. If you go into town, if your family, only God touches my family. Only God touches me. Only God comes through me. Only God touches my world. Only God touches my community. Only God touches, you see, you begin to create an agreement, which the universe is obedient to when you feel the meaning in each word deeply enough. Again, when you pray, ask, call, like we're doing now. Demand. When you pray, ask, believing ye receive. Be alive in having received and ye receive. It's all up to us. And to be alive in is so helpful. I breathe in only God. I breathe in only God. I breathe in only God everywhere I go. Only God touches my family. Only God touches my family. Only God touches my community. Only God touches my nation. Only God touches all living beings on my planet. Only God touches us. I am the power of God in everything I do. You just work it. Only God touches me. Only God touches me. Only God touches me. And one thing I'm choosing to share, one of the promises is, it's really helpful. This is for me. I mean, I'm just sharing. It just made all the difference in the world when it seemed like my world had going on. All things work together for good for those who love God. Whatever's up right now in the entire planet, you are the one to remember and claim and live and believe and imagine live from this. All things work together for good for those who love God, and simply say, and I love God. I love my God. Whatever name you use. And the import here is to have an immediate and instant decree on at all times. I'll just say at all times. And one that just snaps. You just have it. You don't have to think about it. It's automatic, instantaneous. It's automatic and instantaneous. So have an automatic faith statement on your lips, thoughts, feelings, and imaginations. You snap like a whip. You know, I am victorious. I'm your victory in the light. I am my victory in the light. I'm your permanent victory in the light. I'm my permanent victory in the light. You know, I am the strength in you that conquers that. I'm the strength in me that conquers that. I am already victorious. I am, and the more once we get our charge up for ourselves, begin to ignite or bless everyone you meet. Send it forth to everyone that comes to your consciousness. Vote their victory, see perfection. Vote their victory, see perfection. Examples, and this is maybe the most important one I'm choosing to share tonight. I had my own experience of basically on my way out and black fungus. And when I finally got through the veil on that, it was a tough go. I came up with, I trust God, I trust God, I trust God, I trust God, I trust God. And that statement, I trust God, began to live in me, through me, and around me. In fact, the first 5 facilitations I did after 7.5 months of that I finally got back in the game, I did 5 coachings right away. And every single one of those coachings ended up, their power statement, they did it. I didn't give any indication at all. All 5 of those ended up with, I trust God. And it was, what I trust God for me, and all of a sudden my first 5 coachings ended up with exactly the same thing. I trust God, or I trust my God. And I am victorious. I am victorious in the light. And I always recommend in the light. I trust God, and I'm victorious in the light. And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And again, if some of you haven't necessarily liked the religious piece, and it's not my particular path, the religious thing, the word Christ means our anointed self. It's our white fire being self. And this guy called Jesus Christ was able to, he didn't die for me. He defeated death for me. I met him when I was 7. I'm not in the religious concept of it. I'm in the embodiment and the words of the scriptural thing that is just all about the laws of life, quantum physics, the most beautiful truths ever. So if that doesn't work for you, find something else. But imagine you have a white fire anointed self inside. And that's our real self. So I can do all things through my anointed, Christ means anointed, through our anointed self who strengthens us. I can do everything, all things through my white fire being higher self in me, who is me, who strengthens me. I am that I am. 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 Light I am. Light I am. Light I am. I am. I am. Light expand. Light expand. Light expand. 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 Light I am. Light I am. Light I am. I am. I am. Light expand. Light expand. Light expand. 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 So there is a way. It says, Scripture says, to pray without ceasing. Got it? It says pray without ceasing. It says pray without ceasing. So do you get a sense? Don't even let any other thought touch you except the power of the decree and prayer of what is true that you're walking in according to what you choose. All righty then. So I've got some visuals up if you'd like to join me. Is Senior Brian, can you jump on? Brian Johnson.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can, by the way.
You need my audio? You need my
some visual would be cool.
features? Yeah, let me figure it out. Hang on. It's not that one. There we go.
There you are. You got it. We got it. So, Brian, give us your take on this topic at hand. Yes?
Well, let me just show you. Here's all my notes. And I have certain decrees. Like I literally just got a brand new notebook. And I have pages where I'll take one decree out of I was researching my Violet Flame book while you were talking about something. We was talking about the invincible mantle and the different, the invincible and indestructible and impenetrable. And I was looking for that, but I find those, like Bob says, finding one for me that I feel, and I'll write it out. I've got per Bob's order, a bunch of pens here that I use, different colors, and I turn some music on, and I literally will start my day off for the most part, and I'll write 25 of them out. So if I'm doing prosperity consciousness stuff, or if I'm doing violet flame stuff, or I'm doing decrees, I'll write them out, because for me, that's the best way for me to anchor it as fast as possible, outside of that and just speaking it at the same time. But I find these are absolutely critical for me, especially in a time when things are a bit more chaotic on our planet. It helps me to really ground myself and to stay present, which for me is a big deal for most people, but for me specifically. So yeah.
So can you give us some examples of what you use and kind of give a little background of what you're involved in? We won't go into the specifics of what we're going to do later and, our share, but just, how important it is. And then if you've got some of your statements you use to stay in the game and fully conscious.
Yeah, so I'll share a few of them with you, and here's just a few. So, and one of these is, I easily accept new prosperity thoughts, and I'm prepared to increase my income now. I use that one a lot. I also use, I am the sacred violet flame in full Christ consciousness here and now. I am so grateful I permanently achieved. And I've got different things, like I have my goals also here. I have 3 or 4 of them on here that I've written out in a certain format that I'll also write out throughout the day. For me, it really just depends on what resonates most with me. Like, what do
I got a question.
Yes.
When you first started with me, learning conscious language and all that other stuff, what did you have some phrases that you used when you really had to?
Oh, I choose to make this fun and easy is still a hit.
Yeah.
Everybody that I share it with, that's the number one thing they say. Thank you for giving me. I was like, thank Mr. Tennyson Stevens, because he's the one who shared it with me, because that's the one I find that I use the most, because when I feel myself go, I choose to make this fun and easy. It allows me to shift gears, or going from fear or frustration into fascination. It just allows me to get into neutral faster, so I can do my work and get back into a neutral space.
So say it again, so everybody can hear.
I choose to make this fun and easy.
Yep.
That's
and how fast does that work?
Immediately.
Cool.
There's no delay.
Awesome. Yeah, I love you, brother. That's great. That's great. Anything else? Any other power statement? I got a question. Hold on, I got a question. Yeah. So I'm not in too much depth, because I believe we could go wild. But from what's going on the planet, what do you see as being, what's the strength returning?
Our faith and our courage and our fierce faith, I find, is a really good one for me, because sometimes I just got to get a little angry about it. Because sometimes I find myself being impacted by thoughts and feelings and dialogues and conversations. So being able to really make sure I'm cancel clearing and deleting, so I'm not taking on other people's thought forms, but also too just really staying behind my fierce faith and my courage. And I have notes that go up on my phone throughout the day to remind me of things that pop up on my watch to help me just integrate new ideas and new little tools. And I think, and I'll share this with you because I think this is golden. This is one of the best ways that I found to brainwash myself in a positive way. So there's an app on my phone called Think Up, like think with your brain and then up, UP, the direction. And what I'll do is I'll take all my decrees and my violet flame information and the things I'm studying and learning out of Bob's books and information. I'll take all of those and I will literally upload them into my app. And here's the beautiful part about it, is you can hashtag it. Like, let's say, for example, you're working on your morning routine and you have a specific phrase. Like, I started using blue spruce, and what I'll do is I'll run my body filled with blue spruce, and I'll say my intention is to return my mind, body, and spirit and emotional body back to Christ to perfection here and now. And I'll do that 3 times as soon as I get up in the morning to kind of set my pace before I go do my meditation. Now, I've taken that type of information and uploaded it into my app. So if I'm choosing to listen to my AM routine, I can go to the hashtag and let's say AM routine, and I can literally just drive or hardwire that information into my subconscious over and over and over again. And I can change that. The beautiful part is you can change the frequencies, or you can change the music or the beats that you use to lace the information into your subconscious mind. So I like orchestra music. I also like house and trance music that has beats with very little words, because I can take my own words and my voice with the app and I can upload them or lace them into the music, and I can listen to different music that gives me in different frequencies, but it'll also help me to upload new information. So I can listen to all of them, or if I have a certain prayer, if I have a certain thing that I'm really having a challenge and an opportunity with, I can really focus on a specific piece of information to really just repetitively ingrain it into my system. And then I may even use some stuff like tapping. Like I'll use tapping points while I'm doing cardio on my elliptical at the house to further embed that information into my body so that I'm naturally filtering information off of the new programs I'm choosing to upload myself versus
you're awesome. So what's the name of that program or app?
Think Up.
Think Up.
Think
Okay.
Up. It's man, get it. I had that stutter. I choose to make this fun and easy. Get it. It's an amazing app. Invest your $20 because it's golden. Like if you can start your day off with that and start your evening off, and you can thousands of them in there. I probably have close to a couple, maybe 500 or 600 of them. And I have Violet Flame ones. I have Ascended Master ones. I have Emerald Tablet ones. I have specific ones. So just use that categorization or the hashtag so you can specifically study or upload whatever specific body of information you're working on if you're really choosing to have a concentrated dose.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Thank you, my brother. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Got it. Oh, wow. I'm just going to, like, comments right now is any comments on our evening tonight? I'm really grateful we've all had a chance to do this. So just mic yourself if you have a comment.
Hey, Bob, it's Diana.
Hi, Diana.
Thank you for being. It's good to hear your voice.
And you, I haven't seen you in a long time, girl. In fact, there's no picture here, but I know it's your name. So great.
I'm on my phone.
Yep. Well, beautiful. Thanks for being on with us tonight.
Thank you. It's great. Thank you.
All right. Blessings, honey. Thank you, dear.
You too.
Anyone else? Just mic yourself. Freeform guitar here.
Hi, Bob. It's Kathy.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I really enjoyed tonight, and I appreciate you taking some things to and explaining sort of basic, because that's where I'm having trouble. I was listening to too many I am statements, and I wasn't holding on to one. So what you were sharing there about how it has to be integrated in us.
Yes.
That
Yes.
I am statement that we're going to make, the decree that we're going to make. And that really resonated, and I appreciate it so much. It's really helping me. I think tonight is a turning point for me. Because
I would affirm it. You know, I've turned the corner. Just say it. I've turned the corner.
I've turned the corner. I have turned the corner. And
now say I choose to make it fun and easy.
I choose to make it fun and easy.
And then from here on out, it's fun and easy.
From here on out, it's fun and easy.
Yeah. And then I was talking to Marcella One Harding tonight, if you happen to know who that is. And
I do.
And she, we were talking about, and she brought up the importance of making whatever we do in helping others doable step by step by step. And she would say things like Gary Young tended to give the whole enchilada. And I have in the past tended to do that as well. She tells me, I believe it's true. And now I'm at the point now with my mentoring programs and all the other stuff and helping our coaches. We have a facilitator mentoring program, brand new. It's out. We just extended it because of what's going on. And what I'm doing now is with this venue that we've got, this way that we've got to interact with each other, I'm helping people get the basics and the step-by-step and the importance. And just like Brian shared, make it real for you. Make everyone, if you can just, that's why I keep it simple. I choose to make this fun and easy. I walk by faith, not by sight. I am that I am, phrases. And you'll find, for me anyway, Kathy, like you said, I think I'm beginning to turn, no, I've turned the corner and keep walking, so to speak. And you just go, well, whatever my top priority issue is, it could be fear. If everybody, while you're not going to hear you, but everyone say fear. And Kathy, say fear.
Fear.
Now say fierce.
Fierce.
Yeah, that's the completion of that word. Fear is an incomplete fierce. Now, Kathy, say shy.
Shy.
Now say shine.
Shine.
I shine fiercely.
I shine fiercely.
Say it again.
I shine fiercely.
Now, what's happening? What are you feeling in your body?
Lightness.
Cool.
Lightness. Some warmth, too.
Yes, so be it. Yeah, that's the androgen system starting to cook. I shine fiercely.
I shine fiercely.
Yeah, I walk in my fierce love. And so again, we move from fear to fierce and from shy to shine. It's amazing what begins to happen. So anyway, thank you so much, dear, for sharing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right,
Hi,
anyone?
Bob. This is Bev.
Hey, how are you, my dear?
I am well. I
Uh-huh.
am health. I am divine health. Yeah, this has helped me so much. Brought back to my remembrance some things that I let go of and allowed fear to enter. Yeah. So
Awesome.
thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. Fierce love. Yes, fierce love, fierce love, fierce love.
Fierce love.
Yeah, and
Fierce
remember
love.
that I'm going to share with everybody while you're right here, Bev. The idea of fear, the intensity of the fear is asking us to be fierce in that same way. Fierce love. You just go after it. No, you say no to that fear. I am fierce. Fierce love, fierce courage, fierce trust. And that's really what it's all about. And that's how this whole thing is over. The minute we're not feeding with fear, the pattern goes away for lack of attention.
Yes.
Thank you, dear. Thanks for being on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else? Anybody else? Mike, yourself? Going once. Going. Oh, Dawn, you're on.
Hi, how you doing?
Awesome. How about you?
Doing a lot better.
Good.
Life is wonderful, wonderful. Even with all this that's going on, I have been laughing. The other day, I was doing some sayings just to encourage myself, and then later on, I wound up with the longest laughing fit. Oh my gosh. And I felt so good afterwards. And it was just like, yeah, I can make it through anything.
That's
This is
cool.
awesome. This is awesome.
That's awesome.
And I appreciate everything you do, and I thank you for having these little educational times, because it just helps. And last time you helped me and my daughter was with me, she was sitting in the room when you were helping me go through some things, and it just touched her too. And she's like, when's he on next? When's he on next? And right now she has to do homework, so we were driving, so I wasn't able to get the beginning part of this. So my other question was, do you have this record that we could see it?
Yes, we do. And it'll be sent to everybody registered. So you'll get a copy hopefully tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
I just wish I could come through the phone and just give you this big hug.
I receive it. I receive it. Thank you so much.
I'm hugging you so tight. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I hug you back.
All right. You take care.
All right, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Anyone else? Mike, yourself. Yeah, this is for our children, especially good for our kids. All us kids. All right, anyone else? All right, everyone. Well, maybe that's it. So I vote your victory. This is recorded. Pass it on. Other people, this is, it's free situation. So they can get links at cto@masterysystems.com. Maggie will send a link. Anyone else who would love to get it, it's free. And let's imagine, let's just give. How about this? Everyone, please imagine and feel every single human being on the planet, no matter what their language, position in life, right now is given every victory and feels the meaning in every word consciously by grace of everything they choose from this moment forward. And health, complete health now. Not just getting back to health. We completely upgrade to a new quantum level of health, opulence, harmony, national harmony, political harmony, education, economical, agriculture, the quality of air and water and everything on our planet. Let's imagine complete miracle. Our greatest weakness is already our greatest strength manifested. And everyone, please let a wave of from where you sit go in every direction till it returns to you, where the forces of the sacred fire of divine love sweep across the face of this Mother Earth, and all human creation and viruses and everything else are dissolved into perfection. All things work together for good for those who love God, and I love God. Thank you all. Bless you all. Brian, thanks, my friend, for sharing, and we'll all talk soon.